Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I wanted to come through to spend some time to spread some love, to share some good energy with you guys in these right now moments on this beautiful day. I am out doing my walk, meditation, enjoying this beautiful scenes of nature as we arise in the morning. Enjoying our bodies, gracing ourselves with ourselves, filling our minds with the fruits of wisdom that allows us to receive all the blessings and gifts that our hearts truly desire, knowing and understanding that all that we desire, all that we want, all that we need is already ours. We're preparing a place in our lives to receive all that we want, need, and desire. As we enjoy this beautiful day, fill it with God's grace as you see fit to what is God's grace in your lives in these moments. As we are receptive to receiving long term as well as short term, most blessings get delayed but never denied. Knowing and understanding that a no is a yes in God's timing. Knowing and understanding that there's never a no. Always, when it's time to receive, at the time that you're ready to truly receive. Removing implants of denial, rejection as a redirection in the mind as you fill it with the wisdom of what it is that you are manifesting, restoring true wisdom in the knowing that the all is mind. Retrieving lost wisdom as we can only truly receive the encoding through unlocking God's mind, releasing all intruders of the mind, the worms, the python spirits, the negativity, the imposter syndrome. Release, control, alt, delete. releasing the encoding of the environment, knowing and understanding that the environment only provides you with basic instructions before leaving Earth. What are the higher level instructions as we leave this Earth? A basic to destroy what the environment of the old world provides, filling it with knowledge and wisdom, destroying the old mind that the old world and the current site and environment provides. Encode out, output, outliers, outcomes. What's the outcomes of the old encoding? A blessing, delay, never denied. What's delaying the blessing other than the old world? What does the old world, what does the current world you live in provide for you? What are the socioeconomical stressors in your life? Identify them. Tending to your garden, gardening your salts, right? There's nothing wrong with the old world, right? There's nothing wrong with your past, right? There's nothing wrong with your history, right? There's no generational curses, right? The all is mine, right? The old life I live isn't conducive to where I want in life, right? My parents can only teach me what it is they knew, right? Whether they had an education or not, they can only teach you what you know right now, right? So you had to go learn from those who know, right? Basic life living skills aren't even for my children, right? If I'm a master of science and I have 3.5 years of doctorate's training, those are the instructions that I give to my children, right? So if I'm giving those instructions to my children and they go around people who don't have an education, what instructions I gave to my children doesn't resonate with those who don't have an education because they have never had instruction from a master or a doctor, right? So if I send my children into a family who has not had any higher level learning, everything I taught my kid at a doctor's level of learning sounds abnormal to them because they are the ones who don't have an education, not I. That's an example, right? Now allow that wisdom of that example to be applied somewhere in your life as we are all in this game of life together, right? What message I provide to someone may not resonate to another, right? Why? Because they're not of resonance with you. What message that they received from another, they are in resonance with that other person, not with you, because they can't learn and understand at your level. So they had to go get it from another, right? Because they are in resonance with them, right? So as I am here speaking to you in fruit of wisdom, we are removing the download of the old, because the previous day, the download of the previous day, we don't want to upload it to the new day. We are in the energy, in the process of making the new day better than the past day, right? The person that I am right now, I created this person. The person that I am right now is creating a better version of myself in these right now moments as well. We are always at a constant state of being. In this right now moments, I am being in the present moment, enjoying speaking to you, right? I always speak words of wisdom, remove all jargon, remove all speech that hinders you from manifesting better. When you're manifesting and you're doing the necessary work, if your environment does not show it, it's not you, it's the environment. Regardless of what people say, it's not you, it's the environment. Remove yourself from the environment and see how fast you manifest. When you're in an environment that is diseased, you can't grow. Though they state that you can be the rose that grows from concrete, if you have already surpassed that concrete, they typically cut the rose from out of that concrete and put it in a vase with water in it, right? What is that called? So when they cut from the roots, right? It's never a true cut from the roots because it's artificial, right? If it was artificially done by someone who doesn't have the credentials to do so, someone who is certified can't do that. Someone who is not God sent can't do that. If it was done maliciously, it's canceled by the words of God. Here on my channel, we never downgrade. We never downgrade. We always upgrade. When you're upgrading, we're not worried about what others think. We're not worried about what others think because when we are the Most High, no amount of experience can trump your higher level of education. All they have is what? Life experiences. When all people have are life experiences, it's not that we exclude those experiences, as we take what they say, right, and we upgrade it with our higher level of wisdom, our higher level of education. All right, so I was walking. I guess Henderson's security is community policing their small campus. You know, over here a few years ago, they were investigated because the chemistry teacher was cooking drugs, but other people were selling it on the campus. But yeah, this used to be one of those buildings. It used to be a dorm for the football players and basketball players and stuff. Too funny, but I'm glad they're getting paid to work on the weekend though. Who doesn't want money in their pockets? And typically when I worked in the psychiatric hospitals on the weekends and overnight, I would make like $43 an hour. 43 an hour. So normally I would only work on the weekends so I can receive $43 an hour. That's six figures. Okay, I'm almost tired of my socialism experiment. The old heads never, just listen to the old heads. They are Jerry Psych patients. Though they have experiences, we are the scientists that gain the wisdom from their experiences, and we categorize it according to our higher learning. So regardless if they have degrees or not, they have experience, yeah. But as a scientist, we code it according to God. Now check this out. We have a lock up here. We have some locks up here. Isn't that cute? Brinks. Now esoterically, this is how they lock people's wisdom. You see that? One, two, three, four of them. I see four. So this is how they lock people's spiritual energy down using occultism. But who would want to do that other than people that don't want you to do what? Level up in life. So right here, this campus of Henderson is like a big old high school compared to other campuses. We do have Ouachita Behavioral, well, I almost said Ouachita Behavioral, but Ouachita Baptist University, their campus is way more amazing than Henderson's because they are a Christian university. Now, we just witnessed why Henderson does not have the type of campus Ouachita Baptist University has, because they would rather lock up their humans and tie them down to the campus spiritually instead of lift them up spiritually. That's the difference. This is why there's not a lot of money invested into this campus. It's a basic high school campus. But you're able to get a master's degree here. I would never recommend anyone to go to this campus, not because of the campus, but because of the town. Though they gain a degree and they go on to live and being successful in their own right, I would never want my children to have this on their resume. I did take a course here for a semester just so I didn't have to graduate late at my campus from my university, University of Central Arkansas. Go Bears, right? 3.0 and higher, bachelor's, master's, 3.48, doctorates, academic excellence at its finest, Latin honors. Trust me, birth control is all in this city. I don't care about any of y'all birth controls. You know, to be in a town that believes in that is low income, is economically disadvantaged communities. Regardless that they have 2 college campuses, it is a economically disadvantaged community. The 2 colleges is the only thing that they have here in the country. If you want to come to a college in a city of nothingness, this is the best college to come to. Sit down, do your work, graduate on time, leave, okay? Don't look back. This campus used to be way better years ago. When I took a course here, it was in 2008, I believe. Spring '08. Oh, good morning. But yeah. So most of the people are from out of state, such as Texas. They send their kids here because it's safe, right? Because there's nothing to do here. Though I hate that they made it a wet county, the school that I went to, the University of Central Arkansas, they are dry county. When they made this county wet, everything in this town went downhill. So many beautiful houses were just let go of. I mean, nobody upkept the main roads, none of it. And know yourself and know law, there is no authority, okay? When you know, you know. And I dare anybody to run up on me and tell me otherwise. And that is final. This is a season of suing people that do us wrong. We are no longer allowing people to defame our character, to do what is called, obstruct our pathways. You know what I'm talking about? It is so amazing how people are like, we can get you done up. These are unaccepted. No person of power, of status, of elitism would do some of the things that I've seen done. In these small towns, they use the occult against people to keep them in alignment with the economically disadvantaged pathways. Look, there's a turtle. I don't even know how a turtle got out here, but this is how you can see that the turtle was planted right here because look, there is no water. So where was this turtle coming from? We have a turtle right here. So obviously it was put right here, right? Because there is no water for the turtle to be even right there. So yeah, there's a turtle that was put right there. Normally what turtles are in water and they go to what another look down. Yeah, but anyways, somebody put a turtle on the pathway. Too funny. So I would talk about the story of the tortoise and the hare, but we have already surpassed those stories of old esoteric knowledge, right? A lot of people need to sit down and read their Bibles and quit telling people to shut up because they have a higher level of education. How about you go read a book, especially one of the books that people with higher level education have published?